Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hit the wrong button, so sorry we're a couple minutes late.
We're fashionably late.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Fashionably
Well,
late.
I know about you, but I'm unfashionable.
You're fashionably late.
For sure, dude.
Hope everybody's having a good Sunday so far. Hello to our dear friends, James, Ryan, and Cindy. Hope you guys are doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah,
Good.
It was a rough week, but
yeah, it was a little bit of a rough week for us. Just we're kind of have this head cold situation going around our house right now, so we're a little more nasally.
It's not COVID.
It's not COVID, I promise. I don't know. We don't know if it's allergies or people do still get a common cold.
Yeah,
Hi,
colds,
Mike.
there are still colds in this world.
I'm glad. Bring your opinions today because we have some ourselves.
We do, and we have done a little research, so there is some. Whether you want to hear it or not, good cop, bad cop stuff, there's some good things to this.
We always try to balance good and bad. Hi, Melinda. How are you doing? We try to balance good and bad. That's just the way we roll, right? So we're going to try to talk today about some positives and some negatives in our opinions on the new annual passes that Disney has announced. And I know a lot of people have been doing chats about this already. We decided to wait to kind of let the dust settle a little bit and let people kind of, get used to the ideas.
To absorb it.
And even us.
Yeah,
too.
we needed time to absorb it because, there's always that knee-jerk reaction where you're like, you son of a bitch, what the heck? Oh my God. That's it. I'm throwing away all my Mickey cookie jars and I'm done with you.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, how's it going? So the day that the annual pass announcement was made, dust does always settle on the corpse, James, that's for sure. The day that the annual pass announcement was made, I was pretty pissed off, to tell you the truth. And I was like, we need to do a live stream tonight. We need to talk about it. We need to get this out of our system. I was like the typical, redhead.
Yeah, fired up. She was ready to go.
And then the more we kind of talked about it that day, we're like, let's just wait until Sunday. This was what, like Monday that the announcement came out? Hi, Em and John. I know, language. I'm going to be a little more free with my language today, I think. So be prepared for that. But yeah, the announcement came out on Monday. We talked about doing a live stream, but we decided to let it kind of settle.
Oh, she was like, we're good. It's a throwdown. We're gonna go.
Yeah.
And I was like,
hi, Reggie and Cheryl. How you doing?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
For once, I was the voice of reason. I'm like, are you sure? And usually she's trying to hold me back. Whoa there, Hoss. You need to just, rein it in just a bit. And I'm like,
usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually. So, you want to talk about positives first?
No, I want to get into the negatives. I don't care about the positives.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to do like a positive sandwich.
No, that's called a shit sandwich. I'm sorry. But when you put like something good on top of shit and then another top something good, that's a shit sandwich.
Okay.
But anyway, the thing that bugs me the most about it is these dumb names that they gave them. I can't.
Anybody else in the chat, let us see by your show of hands if you like the new names of these passes or not, because we do not really care for the new names.
And it's like I said, when they did the whole, what was it? They took away the fast passes. I said, and they're trying to say, this is great. You'll love it. This is the best thing that ever happened to you. I promise. And it's like they're trying to sell me, like swampland in Arizona, where I know there's like no swamps in Arizona. Hello.
Right.
So
first of all, I wasn't super crazy about Lightning Lane to begin with.
No, I wasn't either.
And then they kind of came out with these. Let me preface this by saying, the annual passes, the new names for the annual passes, they came out at Disneyland. I love those names. I think they're great. The Magic Key and, the different keys for the Disneyland annual passes. I like those.
Yeah, those actually make sense, too.
Yeah. You're right, Mike. The names are incredible.
BS.
Yes.
Incredible bull.
I don't know who's naming these new passes at Disney World.
But they need to grow up.
They do.
Seriously, they're treating us like children.
In my opinion, it kind of feels like they went to a kindergarten class and said, let's name some new annual passes for Disney World. And the kids kind of named these passes. I think personally, these passes are hella expensive, you guys. I think the names devalue the passes, in my opinion. I don't think that they sound prestigious enough or, expensive enough. They could have given it like a more awesome name instead of Pirate Pass, Pixie Dust Pass. I don't really like it.
Yeah, Pixie Dust Pass sounds like it's for a child.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Emma. I don't really like
and
the
it's
name
kind of like,
Pixie
because
Dust Pass.
how we are, the Disney peeps, Disney
Hi,
folks.
Kelly.
Disney folks have gotten, when you get a little pixie dust, it means you get something extra.
Exactly.
And this is not giving you something extra.
Giving you something extra.
This is like taking it, vacuuming it out of your pocket. So
yeah, Sorcerer Pass made me think of it was Harry Potter. That's a good point too, Cindy. I don't know. I don't care for it personally. I mean, you guys might, and that's super cool. We have a couple of family members that think that the new names are cool. But yeah, they do kind of devalue what they're charging, Reggie. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same way. It's like you don't go and buy,
I'm going to fork out $1,383. That's with tax for an Incredipass. Okay, Incredipass, maybe that one can slide. But, the rest of them, Sorcerer Pass, Pirate Pass, Pixie Dust Pass.
That's not going to slide.
I don't know.
No, it's a crap name.
Right. I agree with you, Kelly. And we were just saying that before you came in the chat. Disneyland did name their magic keys much better. Of course you like the Pirate Pass because you're Pirate Kelly. But yeah, they are interesting. Interesting names. Again, they didn't ask us our opinion.
Yeah, which I think is
they should.
Such a fail. Epic. Epic.
Yeah,
fail.
we'd have the Bob and Kelly Pass.
Oh, no, no.
The Mahusiv Pass.
No, yeah. We'd have the whatever passes.
Yeah, whatever. The Snacks Pass. Right?
Snacks Pass, definitely.
Okay. So, do you want to talk numbers?
No.
I mean, everybody kind of knows the new prices of the passes. So,
I want to talk about what they take away.
Okay.
Because, that to me is the big thing. Because anytime I would talk to anybody about buying an annual pass.
Hi, Wayne.
Because I want to tell you what, I push these things at work all the time. People are asking me, why do you go to Disney? What do you do? How do you afford it? And number one, it's like annual pass is one of the ways we afford it.
Right.
Because, we don't have to buy a ticket every time we do. And if you go enough times, it makes it worth it. But there was also all the extras that went with it, like the photo pass, Yeah. And then, if you bought the platinum pass, you got the water parks too. And you got, free parking. You got, you still get the 20% off merch and you still get the parking in the parks.
Right.
But to me, the photo pass was the big thing because I didn't want to fork out net like $185, a trip. So I could get the ride pictures and the pictures with the photographers,
right.
And get if we wanted to. Kelly and I don't do this very much, but
not a lot. But
it's nice to have that option.
Nice to have. There are circumstances when we are like either traveling with friends or people that don't get to go often, that we want to have those photo pass pictures, and having it included was a nice bonus.
Yeah. And that was that give you more incentive to, fork out that kind of money. And seeing how, our first annual passes, we paid full prices for our first annual passes.
We did. We had platinum passes.
We didn't have the platinum plus, but we had platinum passes. So, and we did that for the first couple of years until we bought into DVC. And then, of course, DVC, we got the, to buy the Florida resident rate.
The gold pass.
The gold pass that had blackout dates. But we didn't want to go during those times anyway. It was too busy.
Yeah, they weren't really times where we would go. We don't travel at Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's. So, that wasn't really a big deal for us. I know, Cindy, I'm right with you. Genie Plus, it kind of does remind you of Tiger Genie. That's so true.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I was telling Kelly, it's kind of like when you get those backhanded, Genie wishes anyway. It says, okay, Genie, I wish I was the most popular person in the world. Poof, you're a serial killer. Yeah. Okay? It's like, yeah, you're popular, you're famous, everybody knows you, but you're on death row.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like that backhanded kind of genie
wish? Is
wish.
it a bad wish?
Like, oh yeah, we're gonna make your wishes come true, but here's the caveat.
Yeah.
I'm
going to answer Chris's question. No, I do not believe that everyone in your party needs to buy PhotoPass.
No.
And that's what we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
That is one thing. If you're going with a group of people and you're going to be taking pictures together, just have one person add PhotoPass to their ticket or their annual pass or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of redundant and ridiculous for everybody to be, buying.
Yeah, to buy the PhotoPass because you don't need it. You just need the person.
If you're gonna buy, a gold pass because you guys are DVC members, Chris and Melinda, just have one of you buy PhotoPass and then you'll have it on your ticket. So every time you take the picture, make sure that it's your band. Your band or your ticket or your phone, whatever your ticket's associated with. I know, and Emma and John say they get the PhotoPass included still, which is great for them. Yeah. But as DVC members, and that was kind of the whole purpose of this chat. As DVC members, from our perspective, we're kind of getting the shaft, in my opinion. They're taking a lot away. They're taking a lot away from us. Kind of as their almost most loyal clients, if you want to call it client, customer, or whatever. The DVC members, I feel like we're kind of getting forgot about. We're kind of getting lost in the mix, and James Ryan, you're a DVC member also. You can kind of chime in on this. How do you feel about, what we get as DVC members right now? It's kind of like not much. Oh, it went down a lot. We were doing good. Now we're not. So. Yeah. Yeah. So, what are you doing? I'm playing with my glasses. Oh, okay. I'm Bob. Okay. Have you not met me? Hello. Yeah. Yeah, we pay for the upkeep on the resorts. We get to pay for that. Yeah. So DVC members, we buy in. It was supposed to have been this like great, hey, you guys are going to be in kind of a special group kind of thing. But right now, what do we get? We get free parking at DVC Resorts. At DVC Resorts only if you book a studio. If you book a studio or bigger. Yeah. Only DVC Resort. If you're going to stay at Pop Century and you're going to pay out of pocket, you're still going to pay for parking just like everybody else. Or you go to Wilderness Lodge and you go to the hotel side. You're still paying for parking. It has to be a DVC studio in order to get free parking. Hey, Disco's Jen. It doesn't matter how you pay for it. You can either use points or, pocket for a DVC studio or better. You get free parking. But if you're not in a studio or better, you're still paying for parking. Yeah. So, okay, sometimes you get free parking. Right. Right. And then we do still get an annual pass that is discounted. One. Which previously DVC members got discounts on all the levels of the passes, except for the Florida Residence Pass we were able to get anyway. We should get free tickets to at least something. Yeah. So, where was it? James Ryan says, where's he? We lost our 60-day window. We're losing free PhotoPass. The membership in DVC is no longer worth our efforts. Yeah, and it's sad. It's really not. I actually thought I'm looking into selling my DVC membership. Well, one of them. We have two. But still. We have 2 home resorts. I was like, what's the point of having it? Yeah. Actually. Unless they come out and tell us this is what we're going to do for you guys, which right now it doesn't look super hopeful. It's kind of like, what are we getting? What's the point? Yeah. Okay, sometimes free parking. What else was it? We get the Florida Residence. We get the Florida Residence Pass, which we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. We thought that too, James. We looked at DVC resale. I think we looked at 1 or 2 websites earlier this week. DVC resale right now is kind of booming. Yep. So if you're looking into buying DVC resale, Mike Temple, now would be the time to start looking, because I think a lot of people are going to unload their DVC memberships. I agree. Because why are we paying to maintain their hotels? Yeah. If we get nothing for it. We kind of did a little bit of Disney math just for fun. If we sold both of our DVC memberships Of course, right now the value is probably going down because a lot of people are selling and the market's going to be flooded. We could probably pay for 5-6 years worth of vacations.
Oh, we could buy us a condo in Florida.
We could buy us a condo. Well, we could have
put
a
a
nice
down
down
payment,
payment on a condo in
And
Florida,
then probably still have the same payment we pay for DVC
and buy a
resorts.
Florida residence pass.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm a little disenchanted with Disney Vacation Club at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to get, yeah. Sorry, we have a gnat or something
That is flying around our heads, and we're
know.
like, it's like crazy.
Yeah. So Cindy said she wouldn't buy DVC, just rent points. And James says used to get free parking at all the DVC resorts. Now that, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the toy police do hassle you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, we can all pool our money together and buy a house at Gold Milk. I would be in for that.
That would be awesome.
Everybody gets like 10 days in the month.
Isn't it called a timeshare?
It is. It's a private timeshare.
Private timeshare.
Yeah. Yeah. So, because Reggie and Cheryl, Journey Awaits, they say they were thinking the same thing of selling their DVC. I just don't know. It's a little frustrating at the moment being DVC members. We're not getting any of the like benefits that we used to. Yeah. Have family group of 8. Now I only get 1 discount. Yeah. So it's kind of, yeah, it's disappointing right now.
I think they should have called it the Disenchanted Pass.
The Disenchanted
the
Pass.
Poison Apple Pass.
Yeah. So Jen, Diz Goals, you are also DVC members. I wonder what your
What are your
opinion
thoughts
is.
on it? Because I know you guys got big investment in DVC.
Right. So just, let us know what your
Just
opinion
give us
is.
a
How are
little-
you feeling
a little
about,
Winky dinky.
new annual passes and what perks or not perks that we're getting as DVC members? On that note, I have a question for you guys that are DVC members in the chat. So do you remember the days where they used to have DVC like after hours events?
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys pay a minimum fee to be able to do an after hours DVC only event, say $50 or less per person? Would you do a DVC members after hours event if it was like $50 or less
No.
per person? You wouldn't do it?
No, I want them to give it to me for free.
Okay.
Because I want it. I want some perks. I want perks for what we pay for.
Chris says no. Definitely no. That was a definite no.
Yeah, that was a no with emphasis.
Okay.
See?
Reggie and Cheryl say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're kind of all in the same boat. I mean, this is not a rumor. This was just a Kelly thought, I miss those DVC after hours parties because if they even brought those back, it would smooth
That
the
would
waters.
help heal the wounds for
Yeah,
sure.
it would smooth the waters. Okay, so Jen says they're still fine, dropping back down to the Gold Pass equivalent. Okay, yeah. So you're making some adjustments too. No, would not pay extra. You got a lot of points there, James. Pay my mortgage and dues. My sole benefit is a blue card that gets me into a lounge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moonlight Magic. Thank you so much, Kelly. I could not remember the name of Moonlight Magic. They were amazing. And I thought that those were a great, even though they got really hard to get into, they were a great, like, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
For being DVC members, kind of perks. DVC can only offer events that Walt Disney World will allow them to. Okay. But they used to have some at Disneyland too.
They did.
Didn't?
Yeah, they did. Because there was one we tried to get into, but man, it was gone in a heartbeat.
It was gone in a heartbeat. Yeah. We even bought plane tickets
and everything
to go out to the Disneyland Moonlight Magic event. I was online like 30 minutes before it opened up and I couldn't even get in. So that was crazy.
I think you're a very optimistic person, Jen, but I think as long as Bob Chapstick's in charge, we're not going to get a whole lot for nothing.
I don't know. I think right now it's just hard for us to be optimistic. It's just because it just keeps the hits keep on coming.
You mean I did make this point for Kelly. I was like, okay, Kelly, they started reselling passes. It's been 2 years since they've sold annual passes. Annual passes went up every year.
A little bit, yeah.
So it's so we're taking like a 2-year hit. And I get that, So, but I think that, it's not the price that makes me upset. It's the taking things away by adding more for less.
You're paying more for less.
That's what gets me. It's like if they would have just, left the other stuff in it, up the price, we've been like, yeah, I get it. You got to make up some losses. It's cool. But you don't have to do it by taking crap away. That's just wrong. I mean, that's what makes me hurt. That's what makes my heart hurt.
Yeah. And I really hope they do, Jen, bring them back. That would be, like I said, that would smooth the waters a lot. I think that would go a long way, to bring back, the Moonlight Magic events and stuff like that. So yeah, they did lose money. They lost a lot of money. And I know they're trying to make up for that. It's a business.
Yeah.
We get it.
But everybody lost money. This was not a case where people were just like rolling in the dough, because there were a lot of people that lost money, and a lot of people, are hurting, and a lot of people, so yeah, I get it. It's okay to make your money back, but you don't have to do it in one fell swoop.
Yeah. So Jen says we bought into it knowing it was just for the resorts and staying in the bubble. Everything would ebb and flow during certain leadership. Yeah, that's true. Everything does ebb and flow. I think right now it's a super hit because of all the, other stuff that kind of has come along with it. It's just all rolled into a big, nasty ball of yarn. You know what I mean? It's like the negative side right now is outweighing the positive side. Do you know what I mean?
James Ryan, that was the thing. I was kind of like, I said this 100 times. It's like when you get somebody that's in from marketing, all they care about is the money and how it's presented, because that's their job. That's what they do. That's in their DNA. Marketing people present things so they can make money. So they have to word it right, stuff like this. So this is what gets me about when they made these changes. They start making it like, oh, you're going to love this, and like trying to brainwash you into thinking this is a good thing, even though they know they're taking stuff away and you're not going to like it. But when there's someone in charge who's all about the experience, the money comes flowing in because people want that experience. We will pay for an experience. We don't pay for some of these things that they want to shove down our throats. We want the experience. We want to feel special.
Yeah.
And when you feel special,
you pay more money.
You throw money at them.
Yeah. Exactly.
I know I do. And I know people that I treat special throw money at me. It's about the experience. And I'm not talking about sliding down the pole, up and down the pole, and that kind of stuff either.
It's that special.
That special, like, woo, I shake my buns in your face a little more. So anyway.
Yeah, see, that's what Bob's talking about, James, is the press releases that presume to tell me it's going to be good for me and then giving it ridiculous names and assuming I failed third grade arithmetic. That's the marketing thing. That's that marketing kind of cover up.
That's that concept of marketing.
It's going to be amazing for you, and you're going to give us all this money for this, but we're going to give you less for it.
It's like the emperor's new clothes. You know, everybody. Oh, that guy just. That dude should have been. That was Bob Paycheck right there. The dude who sold the emperor his new clothes. Okay, it's like, you look great. It's amazing, even though there's nothing there.
It's the Wizard of Oz.
Exactly. Don't look behind the curtain.
Yeah. Oh, I must have missed. Deduct $20. Wayne says, I will deduct $20 a day in spending to cover Genie and my maths. That's 4% more profit for Disney. That's funny.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's so true, because I know that in our case, I was a total Disney-phile. I mean, I love Disney with all my heart and everything.
And we still do.
But next year, we are not planning trips like we planned this year.
Yeah. We're thinking about doing some different things.
I'm actually thinking about going in on another Universal annual pass and giving Universal more.
Which everybody else is well, not everybody, but a lot of other people are kind of thinking, let's try it out. It's just like Wayne said, Bob has moved his office, has moved office to I don't know what this says.
Spit it out.
The fruit baskets from Universal is getting cramped in there. Yeah. Universal's saying, hey, thanks.
Yeah, Universal is really, really patting him on the back, because I don't know, maybe he's got stock in Universal or something. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm going to Universal's Halloween Horror Nights
Hi,
this
Liz.
year. And we are actually thinking about, because what is the price difference?
Okay, we're going to give you a little price breakdown.
Yeah.
Universal, and you guys may know this already, but this is just a like wow kind of moment. So the Incredit Pass right now that's going to be coming out for Disney is going to be with tax. We did the tax rate because Florida has a 6.5% tax rate. $1,383.40. That's with tax.
And that's without fast passes.
Without fast passes.
That's without photo pass.
Without photo pass.
And without the parks, water parks.
Right. So if you buy a Premier Pass at Universal, which gives you free, like, what do they call it? Express lane. After 4, free parking still, blah, blah, blah. Lots of other benefits. $600.
That's all in.
That's all. Well, no, that's without tax. So $599.99 plus 6.5%.
So it's probably about $600.
That's half the price, you guys. Okay, granted, Universal has 2 parks. Disney World has 4.
Does that include their water park, though?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
That's just a 2-park pass.
Okay.
So water park, James Ryan, you can tell me if you know more. Oh, thank you. It's my Loki shirt.
Makes her easy to Loki, Kate.
Loki. So funny. Loki Kate. So yeah, Universal right now is winning. As far as the Premier Pass, you're getting more benefits out of it. Less parks, yes, but it's kind of tempting.
And here's another thing, and I'm just going to go back to the Express and Fast Passes. If you book a Premier hotel at Universal,
it's included,
which is like half the price of a deluxe resort at Disney, per night.
Yeah.
Then you get the Express passes included. So
Chris says I'm looking good.
Yeah, let's see how many Loki puns.
Yes, exactly, James. And you can spread your Universal Pass payments monthly, or if you renew in one payment, get a big discount. That was another thing that kind of
that's another
pissed me off about Disney. Okay, first of all, the most expensive pass, people that don't live in Florida or people that aren't DVC members, you get one choice. That's one choice. This is it.
Bam.
You pay this or you don't get one. DVC members or Florida residents can get the Sorcerer Pass. Florida residents get to make payments. DVC members do not get to make payments. I don't get it. Hi, Jen and Joe. So there says they're not going to renew their passes. Yeah, I don't understand. We don't know if there's how it works between payments, if it's because people live out of state. But Universal is letting people from out of state make payments on their passes. Why is Disney at least not letting DVC members make payments on their passes?
Well, I know there's a lot of,
credit issues.
When you start issuing credit, it differs from state to state about how, collections can be made and how payments can be made and stuff. And, some companies just choose not to do it because there's too much risk versus reward for making payments and, and extending credit. So I kind of get that because California doesn't do it either,
Right. So like James says, we assuredly make mortgage and dues payments, though. We do.
Yes.
Not like they don't see their, credits and debits every month. Exactly. I don't understand. Bob said even if we had the opportunity to make payments on our gold / Sorcerer's Pass, he doesn't think that we would do it anyway. I would like because Bob and I, our household operates separately. He has his bank account. I have my bank account. I would like to have the chance to make payments on mine. He's like, rip off the Band-Aid and get it all over with in one fell swoop. So I would have liked the chance to say, hey, split it up, pay $100 a month or whatever, pay $250 up front, spread it out. It would be easier for my bank account to do it that way. It would have been nice to have had that opportunity. Right?
No.
No, I would have.
I don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I know, sometimes I get into trouble when I make payments. So
Yeah. So Justin says now he sees why he goes to
Yeah.
Universal more.
yeah, Justin, I
Yeah.
get you, man. I
Yeah.
get you.
Emma says could be for forecasting that they know exactly what money will be coming in. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of finances. When you get into that and you start getting into financing stuff, it gets very complicated.
It does.
And it turns into a whole different animal. And so I kind of understand why you wouldn't want to do it. I know I wouldn't want to do it in my business. I'm not going to extend credit to anybody because I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about getting my money. I don't have to worry about, agreements and credit card stuff and stuff like that. So no, I would rather just pay me and be done with it.
And be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it too, but I don't know. I just kind of felt like when Disney came out with all of their new annual pass choices, we get one choice. Everybody else in the regular 49 states besides Florida gets one choice, and everybody in Florida
and everybody in the
gets all the
world
choices.
gets one choice besides Florida.
Yeah, do we have to move to Florida to get,
I think that's pretty of a raw deal too. I think I understand, Florida residents getting a little, a break on like a version of the Premier Pass or the whatever freaking incredible name they
if
make.
Florida had discounts on all 4 levels, Florida residents, that's great. No problem. But why is it that 3 of the passes are for only Florida residents? I don't get it.
And everybody out of state has to pay like
buku money,
a hell amount of money.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, Florida residents aren't going to spend that much money in the parks. I don't get that because if I was a business owner, I want the tourists. I don't want the Florida residents because they're going to go home. They're going to eat at home. They're going to do most of their stuff at home. They're going to sleep at home.
They're probably not going to shop as much as we do.
Right. They're not going to spend their time in the resorts.
They're not going to. I mean, they may. Yeah, they may not.
I mean, if they live in South Florida or whatever, and they're more than an hour away, they may sleep in the resorts.
They
but
might, yeah.
If I was 2 hours away from Disney, heck no, I'd stay at home. I'd go home every night.
Right.
So it's like, but the people from out of town, out of state, they're going to spend the money.
They're
going to
spend
the bucks to stay there. They're paying premium prices for the resorts. They're paying premium prices for meals. They're paying premium prices for entertainment. Hello. So what you're doing by not offering them another discounted pass or another different choice on pass, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face because you're going to lose that money. That to me is not good business sense.
Yeah.
Not good business sense.
Yeah, I mean, as business owner people, even though our business is this big,
it's like
Disney's is like this big.
We're like the bacteria on an ant, okay, compared to Disney. But still, I at least know how it works, and I know who's spending my money, and I know who's spending the money, and the ones who are spending the money are the ones I'm taking care of.
Right.
Right.
So James says, in 1968, the Florida legislature granted Reedy Creek vast powers like a county and insisted that Florida residents get perpetual special benefits. I totally am all for Florida residents getting special benefits. But do they have to get all of them?
Well, yeah. I mean, why can't they offer them to somebody else too?
Yeah.
It's just like, well, here you are, Florida residents. You get, give you $50 off. Here's a coupon.
So 3 passes are for Florida only because another wave of COVID will come eventually, and it covers their butts when people can't come from out of state.
Whatever. We were there.
We
went there. The day they opened, the weekend they were open, we were there.
We were there a lot, actually.
Yeah.
We didn't really slow down our travel.
We actually picked it up this year. We did more this year than we have done in ever.
We kind of did. Yeah.
But I can guarantee that ain't happen next year.
James is very clever. Wayne, he's super clever. So yeah, let's talk about some good things just for a minute. They're selling annual passes again. Right?
Yeah, they're selling annual passes again. And
I know. Okay, just a second, Chris. I thought DVC members were technically Florida residents.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Technically. Because we do own property in the state of Florida.
But we don't live there. So I don't know how that all goes down. But anyway. Yeah.
So we did think of a couple of good things, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
One of the good things is with this, what we call the sorcerer's pass, I guess.
It's really hard to say when you don't like it.
It's like the sore ass pass. From now on, that's going to be the sore ass pass to me. With the sore ass pass, you get they have less blackout dates. Okay.
They do.
And you know what? And as a business person, that adds up to money.
We did the Disney maths.
I did the Disney math. And that adds up to money. So we have the sore ass pass has 9 less blackout dates for people who have that pass.
Which is good.
And you know what that translates to? If you did average ticket price, which I did, the average 1-day ticket price, that's either good, slow times, fast times. I did the whole math, the whole thing. If it's slow times, the average price is $106 a day. If you do the fast or your busy times, it's $136 a day. So if you combine those two,
for a day park hopper ticket.
That's for a day park hopper ticket because the annual pass does give you park hopping. So if you did an average of both of those, so this includes busy times, slow times, the average dollar amount you would spend for a 1-day park hopper ticket is $121 a day. Okay. So you take that and you times that times the amount of extra days you get that are not blacked out. That's $1,000. That's $1,000 that they're giving up. Okay.
Right.
So we can go 9 more days.
Because our blackout dates as DVC Gold members with the Gold Pass, we used to have 27 blackout dates in a calendar year. Now there's 18 blackout dates, which, if you want to look at the bright side of things, that is actually really good. So if you kind of look at the cost of the pass from that perspective, it doesn't sting quite as much.
No, it really doesn't, because actually those are at the busy times too, because those are going to be the more expensive tickets. Thanks, Kel.
Sorry, I swiped on my mouse. And
she was like, she totally was getting rid of me. She swiped left or right, whichever. I don't know which one it is. You swipe left or right. That you said blah. So anyway, it gives you 9 more days that you can go to the parks, which, believe it or not, when you go 9 more days, they're eating the cost of that ticket. So
yeah. So they are giving us back Easter, which is nice. Thanksgiving. So the blackout dates for Disney, for DVC members.
Well, in Florida, the sore ass
pass.
Yeah.
Is, well, it's something. We're trying to balance out. So November 24th through 27th, which is right at Thanksgiving, 4 days of Thanksgiving, and then December 18th through 31st. So you still can go on New Year's Day, which you didn't used to be able to, right?
Yeah.
Because the old blackout dates were December 19th through January 2nd. So they were taking away New Year's Day, and then April 4th through 17th. So that's, Easter.
Mm-hmm.
It was Easter.
Mm-hmm.
So those typically are days that we would go anyway on either side, old blackout days or new blackout dates.
And we could if we wanted to.
But they're there and we could go if we wanted to.
And another thing about it is, there is the break-even point on the annual pass.
Right. So Mike just said that. Jason, I priced out getting APs for Disneyland. We would have to go 15 days.
Yeah. And get 3. This, with the high price, the average days you would need, I can't remember, it was like 13 days, 14 days.
Right.
So if you went just in the high season and the average cost of a ticket was $136
to buy the Incredipass.
Pass,
you would break even at like 13-ish days.
Yeah, something like that.
I think.
So it's, and a lot of people go for long trips. Like if you go twice at 2 weeks.
Like Cindy just said, with the Incredipass, they'll still save money because they have 2 separate trips coming up. So if you're going for 2 2-week trips or 2 1-week trips
or 2 10-day trips,
you're going to
save money.
Yeah,
you're golden. You might as well buy it.
So hopefully room discounts, merchant discounts. Yeah. When are they going to?
But we don't know if they're going to bring back the room discounts because they haven't done it yet.
Yeah. What's up with the room discounts?
Usually they have them out for the winter by now, and they don't have anything. So
like we have a trip planned in November. We originally had booked Animal Kingdom Lodge. We're going to pay out of pocket. We had to push it down to Port Orleans Riverside because they haven't announced any kind of like DVC or annual pass discounts or anything yet for rooms. Have you guys heard of any announcements or anything
Well,
like
they never
that.
did DVC discounts. They just did annual pass.
No, they did DVC discounts on rooms if you're paying out of.
I never see one.
Well, I did. That's because I'm the room person.
Whatever.
Yeah. Hopefully they're going to bring back. Okay. So Jen and Joe says friend who's okay. That must be Ariane who you're talking about. Doesn't think there will be room discounts or packages for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I kind of see that too, especially with the 50th anniversary coming up. And
yeah, they're going to try to rake in as much as they possibly can.
And I get it. I understand it. I totally do. And, and I don't cuss them for that because, you took a big hit. You got to start, making some money. You got to start paying some people because you got more people coming to work. You got to do,
Hopefully
more
people will come to work.
Anyway, I get that. And I understand it. And I'm okay with that. As long as they don't say, well, we're going to take the beds out of the room.
You get a cot or you get a blow up mattress.
We're taking away everything except for rollaway beds. We're going to put rollaway beds in the room. And boy, you're going to love this because then you can move it from one side to the other. And if you don't have a table, you can bring one in your own. So,
right.
And
you have to bring your own towels.
Yeah.
And your own soap and your own toilet paper.
I'm okay with them not, discounting the room prices because, like I said, you got to make money somewhere and that's fine. And then, if you want to stay in the bubble, I'm willing to pay that as long as they don't take away any more.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So everybody pretty much agrees that there probably won't be any discounts before, the 50th or maybe the rest of the year. Right.
Yeah.
Because of the 50th and the holidays. I get it too. I totally get that. Hopefully maybe next year room discounts are going to start popping back up again. Because we do about half, well, not really half and half. We do like 3/4 and a quarter. Like we'll use our DVC points for one stay and pay out of pocket for a couple.
It depends on the price.
It does depend on the price and it depends on where we stay.
And it also depends on if we can get a better deal renting DVC points.
We have rented DVC points too.
Yeah, because sometimes you can like half the cost by renting DVC points.
Yeah, it just depends on the time of year and where you want to stay, really. I mean, renting DVC points isn't really lucrative if you're not staying at if you want to compare it to like a moderate or a value, you're not getting your money out of it. But if you want to stay at a deluxe resort, renting DVC points does actually save you money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using my hands a lot. Can you tell?
Yeah. Like she's Karate Kelly.
I know.
Karate Kelly.
Yeah.
Look, Loki out. She's going to swing.
Yeah. So Liz says prices for January and February still looking good. That's good. James says with room cleaning every 4th day, you can truly say you were paying for a luxury stay in a resort. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Wayne, you got a really good deal for next year. That's because you're lucky enough to live in the UK. You guys get mad deals. We don't get those same kind of deals.
Yeah, but we get to go more often.
But we do get to go more often.
So I'm not going to begrudge you your discounts.
No, not at all. I mean,
you guys, you should get them.
You should get good deals.
Yeah, and I love that you get it. And it's like, but the trade-off is you can only come,
once a year,
very rare,
maybe,
or once every 2 or 3 years.
Right.
Like us, we're like once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And you guys come over and you spend a boatload of money.
Yeah, and that's like I said, you want the people who are coming over from other places to drop their wallets and then walk out the door. Exactly.
Here you go.
You got to drop that wallet, but you guys do that because I know a lot of you. I watched your trips.
Yeah,
and I watch you guys. You rent cars. You go to restaurants. You fancy restaurants.
And come for 2 or 3 weeks.
You buy tons of merch.
Jealous.
It's like you bring like 14 suitcases over, and you only have 2 that's got clothes in it. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
12 are for merch.
And it's like, but this is like, to me, it would be like if I went to Disney once every 3 or 4 years, I would do the same thing. Yeah. I would hit it hard.
So next year, we'll just go once for 2.5 weeks.
No. No.
I was like, no.
No. I would be like pulling my hair out, and I don't have any to pull out.
You don't.
So
Emma says, I guess that the rooms for the end of this year, next year could already be filling up with rebooking from last year. I would guess so.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys, like a lot of people in the UK have had to book and rebook and rebook and rebook again. So bless your hearts, you know.
Oh no,
That
it
sucks.
does. It's like I don't know if I could do it. I would be like around the
Yeah.
bend.
I know. I
Totally.
would be going crazy. So yeah. I mean, I kind of do. I really do get it why they're not offering room discounts at the moment.
Yeah, that is like the celebrations coming up. People are coming, whether they're going to pay through the nose just so they can be there, and just so they can say I was there on the 50th. I understand. I really understand, and it's really something special to say, and it's really something special to be with.
Everybody's playing Bop It.
I know they're
chat.
bop it, shake it, turn it, twist it, turn it. So start bopping, people. Bop, 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 bop. Anyway, what else were we going to talk about?
I don't know. We have a whole lot of numbers in here written down, but you guys don't want to talk about numbers, do you? Everybody knows the numbers.
Everybody knows the numbers.
Yeah. I don't know. I think just the whole just thing I'm frustrated with is, getting less for paying more.
Yeah, but I'm with
moment.
James Ryan. I miss our UK people too.
I do too.
I miss our European people.
Yes.
You guys are amazing. You really add something special to the parks, and I have totally missed that.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention, our besties that live over there. We want you to come see us.
Yeah.
But, it's that stinks. And if we had a choice, we would be like, come on over.
Yeah, I think you should come in my house.
You could just come stay with us.
Come to my house.
Yeah.
And we'll have a good old time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm ready for the country to open back up and let people come back in. I mean, besides the way it is now. Like I think I told Emma and John, if you guys want to come to the States, just fly into Mexico. I'll pick you up at the border. So you can just walk across and stuff.
We're not even going to go there.
Nobody's going to stop you.
We're not going to go there.
They're not even going to check your ID.
Right. Yeah. So same with us, Jen. Biggest grievance, paying more for less, and Disney saying it's a great deal.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that so much.
More than anything.
That is the worst thing. Is when I read that about the fast passes, I just wanted to barf. Because I was like, God, you think we're that stupid? Because that's what it makes it feel like. It makes me feel like they think we're so stupid that we're going to buy this snake oil,
Ooh, snake oil.
Because that's what he is. Bob Chapstick is a snake oil salesman. And whoever he's got working for him, they're trying to sell you something that ain't right.
It ain't right.
It just ain't right. It
just car salesman.
It just ain't fitting.
Getting agree. It just ain't fitting. Just ain't fitting. Yeah, it's like, not going to talk about that. Yes, your beard is very soft. Wayne wants to know if your beard is soft. It is very soft. Let's all just rub Bob's face.
That's okay. You can rub my face. I'm all right with it.
So yeah, I think, and and I know everybody's talking about this a lot right now, how frustrating everything is. And I think it's good just to be among friends and be able to just
TMI.
And just, talk about stuff, because what else are we going to do?
Yeah.
You can talk with your friends about
You can't whine with your friends, who can you
whine with?
So
that's right. Hey, does anybody have any questions for us in the chat about anything at all?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can make it personal. I don't
like
care.
Is Bob's beard soft?
It is, but the mustache is a little pokey.
Pokey. We rant, but we will all be back. Yeah, you're right, Emma. We do. We rant, but we'll all be back.
We will be back, but I won't be back as often.
Probably not.
And I will spread my love.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. We're just kind of
they've taken a bit of loyalty out of me.
We are weighing our options. Yeah. And I think I said this the other day to Bob about the whole Fast Pass, Lightning Lane, Genie Plus, whatever you want to call it. That was the Disney difference. A lot of people have said, everybody else is charging for Fast Passes these days. Everybody else is doing it, so Disney might as well do it. No, I don't really agree, because that used to be the Disney difference.
And that's what made it
special.
Yeah, and that's what made it worth staying on Disney property.
So, you kind of take away that Disney difference. It's like, that's what made us more loyal, is because we got more for what we paid for,
Yes.
right? Everybody else is doing it, so if Disney might as well do it. Well, that's why we loved Disney, is because we got more for what we paid, and they weren't just like everybody else. And I'm gonna get
Yeah,
up
because Disney was different. Disney did it different. And when people would ask me that every time I said I'm going to Disney, I said because Disney does it better. That's what I would say. Disney does it better. Now it's like Disney does it. I mean, I still love the cast members. I mean, their training, their customer service is bar none the best customer service I've ever had anywhere in the world.
Even at Universal.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just, that is a Disney trademark, and if that ever goes away,
that's going to be a sad
That's
day.
going to be a sad day. Walt is going to come out of his grave, and he's going to kick some ass.
Yeah.
Because that is just not cool.
So yes, James Ryan, on a positive note, annual passes are back and the parks are open. Yes.
Yes, thank God for that.
Positive note. Everyone's taking a hard look at where their money goes and considering alternatives. Yeah, I think that's just kind of a byproduct of what's going on right now. Yes, I use the word byproduct.
Byproduct.
Yeah, the reason we ran is because we want to go back and we want it to be just as magical as we remember it and the way that we feel it. Because Disney is a feeling.
It is. It's an experience.
It's an experience, and it is an emotional. No matter how old you get, I don't care if you're 8 or if you're 85.
Yeah.
Disney's a feeling. You feel it in your heart, and you go, and it's just Disney. And when they're kind of taking away that feeling just piece by piece, it's like certain pieces you can live without. You know, okay, I can live without that piece of the puzzle. I can live without that piece of the puzzle. When they're taking away a quarter of your puzzle, you can't complete that puzzle, and you can't complete that feeling that you used to get when you went to the parks.
And I know everything evolves, everything changes, but Walt, and Disney World and the CEOs that ran it like amazing, like Michael Eisner and Bob Iger. They understood the concept of Walt, and they did what Walt would wanted. But they did it their way, which was even better because they had more available to them. But they understood that Walt Disney World is an experience, and that's what people are coming, is for the experience.
Yeah, it's an experience.
It's like, and perks or no perks, as long as you make that experience feel like you're the only people in the world, and you're the best people in the world, then you're going to pay for it, period. That's it. I know you will, because I would.
Right. Okay, we're going to raise prices. Okay, but we're still going to give you the same level of experience that you had before.
Mm-hmm.
The same perks, the same, anything. We would totally just take those price increases in stride. I would.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, that's great. I understand you need to make money. Do it. Raise that price.
Yeah.
But but when you start taking away the experience and you're not getting the same experience for your money, that's when it starts to hurt. And that's when it starts to feel personal.
A little bit, yeah.
That's what it gets me, is that it's like they're personally, it's like someone came over to my house and slapped my cat. Even though my cat deserved it because he was being an asshole, you don't come to my house and slap my cat, okay?
I just had a picture run through my head of somebody slapping your cat.
So
good luck with that.
Well, I know, but
our cats would probably
my cat would tear your butt up if you slapped him. Anyway. But that's just the thing. You say it's just a small thing. Yeah, it is a small thing, but a whole bunch, like 5 small things turned into a big thing.
They do.
It does matter, as far as I'm concerned, and it does take a little piece away.
Yeah,
and
Yeah, I agree with you, James Ryan. PhotoPass, the loss of PhotoPass on the annual passes is sucky. Even for DVC members, why can't DVC members get PhotoPass? We should. DVC members should get PhotoPass included just for being DVC members.
Mm-hmm.
I think, because it's linked to your Magic Band. says welcome home.
I
when
know,
you
and it's
tap
like it's
in.
cool. That's what makes you feel like like they know you because you go in as a
It
DVC
turns
member,
pink and it says
and
welcome
it turns a
home.
whole thing. It turns pink, and
you
you're
just
like,
kind of go, ooh, that's cool.
and they go, wow, they recognize that I actually do a little extra, So Oh.
Emma says, just to add fuel to the fire, the UK tickets include the water park. See,
Yeah,
you guys get all the perks.
Yeah, it's fine. You deserve it. Get what you can get, is what I say.
So Chris says he's not the only grown man that cries at the fireworks. Yeah, I do too.
I know.
Bob doesn't because he's a cold-hearted snake.
I know. Just don't slap my cat.
I know. Yeah, it does feel personal, Jen. We go over and over again, and I've said it before. It's kind of like Disney has taken their most loyal client base and gone,
Yeah.
we don't care about you.
Yeah.
So, where was I going before I got off track? I don't know.
Texas.
Was I going to Texas?
I don't know where you were going.
I don't know. Yeah. So we'll have to go back to Yorktown and open a can of kick butt again.
Yeah.
They get all the perks. Those Brits. That's okay. We love you.
Yeah, totes.
We love you regardless of the perks you get that we don't.
I just want you to come over. I mean, sure, yeah, you get bigger perks, but you spend more money. So
that's true.
You go for it. Because you guys do. You drop a lot of coin,
Yeah.
And it just goes in our pockets. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have anything else to say?
I just want to say that thank you, Disney, for giving us more things to talk about.
Bye, Wayne. You take care.
Sometimes things get a little dull, and it's nice to get your hair back, hair up a bit.
Good thing. One other good thing is Disney is giving us stuff to talk about.
Yeah, and to get fired up about, because I like to get fired up every once in a while.
Yeah, we do. And we get passionate about the stuff because we love it.
Exactly.
If you didn't love something, you wouldn't care that much about what's going on. It's kind of like Disney to us is family. It's a family. Feels like family. And like James Ryan said about the PhotoPass thing, that's why we started vlogging, is because we wanted to have memories of our family. God forbid something should ever happen to any one of us. We want to have those memories of what we got to do in our lifetime. So that is not going to get taken away. That's never going to go away.
No.
No matter what happens, if we have to pay out the butt to go to Disney, we're probably still going to go and make those memories. We're just going to complain about it a little bit.
Or we're just going to take more pictures ourselves,
Yeah.
It's like, and we'll just do our own ride pictures, selfie. There, like that. Then maybe I'll get a better shot of my tonsils or something. So who knows? Because it's closer. And yeah, so you guys are a family. We consider you all family. Our YouTube family, our Disney family. It's like Disney has brought us so much. Just being involved with Disney has brought us so much and enriched our lives greatly. So we are, nitpicking. We are totally nitpicking. But like I said, the reason we are nitpicking is because it's like you're the stepchild now. And
that's just what Chris said. That's what I was touching on before. He prefers Disney to Universal because he gets the feeling that you get at Disney is worth it. And that's it's that experience. So, it's the experience that you would get at Disney. And is that experience kind of fading a little bit?
Yeah. And it's like, and because like I said, we're all family and you felt like family there. Now you feel like, okay, you come over to visit, you got to sleep in the garage. You don't get a bedroom. Okay. So you're still family, but you don't get like
you don't get to use the bathroom inside.
No, you have to go out to the outhouse, or there's a bush with your name on it, kind of thing.
There's a bush with your name on it outside. Oh, James, thank you for saying that. You are so amazing. You're awesome.
Well, it's like we want you here. We want you in our home. We would love to have everybody spread out on our couches over there.
You can use the outhouse outside.
Yeah, and we got the bush. There's James Ryan's bush right there. And anyway, yeah, because And that's the way we feel about you guys. You get to come into our home, you get to share our experiences with us. We love you, and we love that you want to spend time with us. And that to me is worth everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
it is. And thank you. Yeah, Liz, I agree with you. Putting up with the crap during the pandemic. They're taking advantage of the goodwill that people have shown. Yeah.
They kind of are.
Yeah, a little bit.
But look at, I'm just gonna go off on a Bob Chapstick, I don't like you kind of thing here.
Okay.
You look at when the pandemic happened, did you ever see him?
No.
Was he up front? Was he talking? Did he say anything?
He wasn't like, hey guys, we're feeling it with you.
We understand, and all this kind of, he's like, he just doesn't give a shit.
It's the ship word again.
Yes. But that's what it is. It's like, it's shit lap. He doesn't really give a shit. That's the way I feel about him. And honestly, that's just what I get.
Yeah.
And I'm a pretty good judge of character.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mike, too. Disney parks are our reset button. You can put up with a crappy year knowing that a Disney trip is coming up. Yeah, I get it. It's that feeling. We can go. That's why we go more often. When we're at home, we work our butts off. We work hard, and we're on our feet all day, seeing clients. We work hard when we're at home. We get to go to Disney and kind of forget everything. We forget about the clients that are a pain in the butt. We forget about people who yell at our front desk person because they can't get in when they want to. We can put all that aside and go and have a great time. And, we love it. So that's why we get kind of like peeved when things don't feel like they used to.
Yeah, as like I said, we just don't feel like family anymore.
Yeah,
we feel like we're just ordinary Joe.
Yeah, it is our escape. Yeah, it's our escape.
It is our escape. That's where we go to escape, and we do it regularly because we needed a lot of escape this year. Seriously, we needed a lot. We needed a lot of escape this year. That's for sure. And we still could go there and escape, which is great, and I appreciate that.
We could, and also, I'm just going to add, a lot of your experience is what you make of it.
Yes.
It is not all up to them for you to have a good time. Do you know what I mean? It's not on them for you to enjoy yourself. It's up to you to go and enjoy yourself. So take your time and your experiences and say, you know what, despite me having to pay more and me not getting photo pass and me not getting anything, I'm going to go and I'm going to have a good time, damn it, because I deserve it. Mm-hmm. And this is my joy. And you have to go with an open mind and say, okay, we don't have this now, but I'm going to still go and have fun. So, everything is what you make of it, really, in life.
Good God, Wayne. You want me to shave it off and send you the scraps, dude? Come on.
I think, is he jealous of your beard?
I don't know. Maybe. I was like,
very nice today.
I love my beard. It's like, it's been going, I started growing this when the pandemic started, and I'm going to keep it because I love it. Right.
I'm with you, Mike. Planning trips is my fun. I have just as much fun planning a trip as I do actually going. That's part of it extends your trip. It's,
Yeah, and we'll still go. I mean, I'm not going to lie. We'll still go. But like I said, we will spread the money. We will spread the love because we are going to do different things. We're not just going to go to Disney. We're going to go different places. We're going to stay in different hotels, rather than Disney property sometimes. Because we even actually thought about just booking hotels at Universal and driving down to Disney and spending the day.
Because the hotels at Universal are cheaper.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
And then, and Universal has some bitchin' hotels.
Did you purr when I touched your beard? Beard envy.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
So yeah, that's just it in a nutshell. Disney can do what Disney can do because that's what they do, and I like that do. Anyway, it's going to lose some loyalty. It's going to lose some, park time.
But going back to what I was just saying, when we do go, it's still going to be wonderful.
Yeah, because we're going to make it wonderful, and the cast members. I cannot stress enough how much the cast members are the biggest part of our experience.
Yeah, they really are. They really are, and it's not their fault.
No.
How all the corporate
they can't control any of this
it's
stuff.
Not their fault.
No.
So we're you got to go and you got to be nice to the cast members, and they're they're kind of on the front lines of the crap storm right now.
Big time.
So,
and it's hard on them.
It's
I know
hard.
it's hard. It's
Yeah,
really
I don't
hard
think
on them.
I would want to be doing it right now. Listen to all the people complain about everything.
So
we're going to complain in private, and then
Right.
we're going to go to Disney and be nice.
yeah,
Right.
and man, I'll tell you what, they've been raking in. I've been tipping them so big.
Yeah.
Especially the servers. Yeah, they get huge tips now.
Yeah.
Just because I know they deal with a lot of crap.
So, do you want to talk a little bit about what we're going to talk about next week?
What are we going to talk about next
We're going
week?
to talk about how we get to go so often.
Oh, yeah.
We have a chat next week. We had a message
From somebody
from one of our viewers
in the UK.
In the UK, he kind of asked us how we're able to go to Disney so often. We have some tips and tricks that we kind of keep on the back burner.
And stay in the deluxe hotels. And
we're going to talk about some tricks that we use to be able to afford to go.
And how we save money.
Yeah.
And, just little hacks.
Yeah. Things that we do, because believe it or not, we are not independently wealthy.
No.
I would like to be.
We make a lot of sacrifices on the other end.
I wish we had a money tree in the backyard.
Yeah.
That would be super
Maybe
cool.
I should sell my beard hair home.
That beard is for life, not just for Christmas. That's right.
Amen.
You could grow a bigger beard for Christmas.
I don't know.
No.
I hate it when it gets scruffy.
This is
It's
about
like,
it, right?
Yeah, when it starts, it drives me crazy. So my son has one like to here.
He did.
He still does. Yeah, it's still
it used
here.
to be longer.
It used to be longer. It used to be like this.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're interested,
if you're interested in how we save money and how we are able to go to Disney so many times and not be in the poorhouse, we're next door to the poorhouse, but we're not in it. So
James says, it is very American to complain when you encounter things that are plainly ill. I agree. It is very American. I'm sure you wrote an amazing.
Oh, I bet it was very eloquent too. I would love to have a carbon copy of that letter.
Yeah, me too. James Ryan is an attorney. If you guys didn't know, he is the most eloquent speaker that we have ever met to this day. So, yeah.
To date. Yeah.
Are you a bank robber?
No.
Not
That's
yet.
too much work. You gotta hide and stuff.
All right. We're gonna say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, for listening to us complain.
And thanks for complaining with us.
Yeah.
I love it.
What are friends for? If you can't
misery
complain
loves
with your
company.
friends,
And we're like, we love company. So
and even if you have a different opinion than ours,
that's great.
we still love you.
Yes, we do. I mean, I think it's great. I love it. People are entitled to their opinions. And that's the American way.
It is.
It
is the American way for
sure. Like you can, like assholes. Everybody's got one, and most of them stink. There are some that are pretty, but
All right, we're gonna go before Bob starts cussing again. So we love you guys.
We love you very much.
We appreciate all of your time. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Hope to see you again.
James
next
Ryan,
Sunday.
thanks for being the anchor.
Thank you, James.
Yes.
We love you guys, and we will see you later.
Yes.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.